Chapter 8. Mind the Gap, and also the hairy guy with the axe. Back in school, I loved ending stories that way. It's the perfect conclusion, isn't it? Billy went to school, he had a good day, then he died, the end. It doesn't leave you hanging, it wraps everything up nice and neat. Except in my case, it didn't. Maybe you're thinking, oh, Magnus, you didn't really die. Otherwise, you couldn't be narrating this story. You just came close, then you were miraculously rescued, blah, blah, blah. Nope. I actually died. 100% guts impaled, vital organs burned, head smacked into a frozen river from 40 feet up, every bone in my body broken, lungs filled with ice water. The medical term for that is dead. Gee, Magnus, what did it feel like? It hurts. A lot. Thanks for asking. I started a dream, which was weird not only because I was dead, but because I never dream. People have tried to argue with me about that. They say everybody dreams and I just don't remember mine. But I'm telling you, I always slept like the dead until I was dead. Then I dreamed like a normal person. I was hiking with my mom in the Blue Hills. I was maybe 10 years old. It was a warm summer day with a cool breeze through the pines. We stopped at Houghton's Pond to skip a stone across the water. I managed 3 skips. My mom managed 4. She always won. Neither of us cared. She would laugh and hug me, and that was enough for me. It's hard to describe her. To really understand Natalie Chase, you had to meet her. She used to joke that her spirit animal was Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. If you could imagine Tinkerbell at age 30 something, minus the wings, wearing flannel, denim, and Doc Martens, you've got a pretty good picture of my mom. She was a petite lady with delicate features, short blonde pixie hair, and leaf green eyes that sparkled with humor. Whenever she read me stories, I used to gaze at the spray of freckles across her nose and try to count them. She radiated joy. That's the only way I can put it. She loved life. Her enthusiasm was infectious. She was the kindest, most easygoing person I ever knew, until the weeks leading up to her death. In the dream, that was still years in the future. We stood together at the pond. She took a deep breath, inhaling the scent of warm pine needles. "This is where I met your father," she told me, "on a summer day like this." The comment surprised me. She rarely talked about my dad. I'd never met him, never even seen pictures of him. That might sound strange, but my mom didn't make it a big deal out of their relationship, so neither did I. She was clear that my dad had not abandoned us. He just moved on. She was not bitter. She had found memories of their brief time together, fond memories. After it ended, she found out she was pregnant with me, and she was elated. Ever since, it had been just the two of us. We didn't need anybody else. "You met him at the pond?" I asked. "Was he good at skipping stones?" She laughed. "Oh, yes, he destroyed me at stone skipping. That first day, it was perfect. Well, except for one thing." She pulled me close and kissed my forehead. "I didn't have you yet, Pumpkin." Oh, yes. My mom called me Pumpkin. Go ahead and laugh. As I got older, it embarrassed me, but that was while she was alive. Now, I'd give anything to hear her call me Pumpkin again. "What was Dad like?" I asked. It felt strange to say my dad. How can somebody be yours when if you never met him? "What happened to him?" My mom spread her arms to the sunlight. "That's what I bring you here for, Magnus. Can't you feel it? He's all around us." I didn't know what she meant. Usually she didn't talk in metaphors. My mom was about as literal as and down to earth as you could get.